welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the L'Oreal Rouge Signature Matte Liquid Lipsticks. If you do want to see a review and swatches, please keep watching. I did purchase 9 out of the 12 shades in this collection. Each matte liquid lipstick does retail for $11.99, which is super pricey for a drugstore matte liquid lipstick, but these are phenomenal. I have been wearing these matte liquid lipsticks non-stop since I purchased them. I haven't reached for any of my other matte liquid lipsticks. I did purchase an array of colors, so let's just jump right into the lip swatches. The first shade in this collection is called IRepresent. This is the lightest shade that I did purchase. I did wear this when I did first test out the Fenty Beauty concealer. I have been loving this shade and wearing it non-stop. This is definitely a work appropriate shade, and I just love how pigmented this is. I love the formula. It's definitely not too thick, it's definitely not too lightweight, and with one swipe you do get a lot of pigment. I'm just going to show you guys what this does look like applied to my lips. I love this neutral shade in IRepresent. It does complement my skin complexion. This shade is very wearable in my opinion. Let's move on to the next shade. The next shade in the collection is called Explore. I love how precise this doe foot applicator is, and I also do like this little slant as well. I do love the pointed tip. So let's see what this looks like applied to the lip. Again, another very wearable shade in my opinion. I do also want to mention to you guys that this formula is very lightweight. I can barely feel it on my lips. I literally feel my bare lips. I definitely feel like this collection is up there with my Anastasia Beverly Hills collection. The next shade in the collection is called Achieve, and it's this bright orange shade. I know I would never gravitate toward this shade, but I actually really like it. Let me show you guys what this looks like applied to the lip. I know that this shade might look a little bit too bright on me. It complements my skin complexion. I wouldn't wear this shade every day, maybe on a weekend. Let's move on to the next shade. The next shade in the collection is called I Am Worth It, and you guys know I love a good red shade. And this shade is definitely worth it in my opinion. I just love how richly pigmented this shade is. Let's see what this looks like applied to the lips. If you just want to purchase one shade in this collection, I would highly recommend purchasing this red shade in I Am Worth It, because this shade would complement every skin complexion out there. The next shade in the collection is called I Don't. This is a little bit brighter than the previous shade in I Am Worth It, but I love this shade as well. I can mix both of these two together. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about as well. So first let me swatch this shade on my lips, then I'll swatch both of these together. They're actually both very nice shades. I'm going to remove this shade, and then I'm going to show you how I apply both of the shades in I Am Worth It and I Don't together. So now I'm just going to combine both of these shades in I Am Worth It and I Don't together. So what I do first is I take the first shade in I Am Worth It and be applying it all over my outer lip. I only do this sometimes when I'm not in a rush. That's all that I use for the shade in I Am Worth It. Now I'm going to be taking the shade in I Don't and be filling in the center of my lips. I know some of you guys might not like this combo. It's too much of a step to do, especially when you're getting ready and want to get out the door. The next shade is called IRepresent, and this is a bright fuchsia shade. I would normally not gravitate towards this shade, but I really did like the formula, and I don't really wear this shade often. Let's see what this looks like applied to the lips. Like I did mention earlier, I don't gravitate towards this shade too often, but I wanted to have this in my collection just in case I did want to mix in this shade with any of my matte liquid lipsticks. The next shade in the collection is called IStand. I love this shade as well. Again, I did wear this shade in one of my recent videos. I wore this shade when I was testing out the Makeup Forever concealers. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it right up here in the card. The shade is gorgeous. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like applied to the lips. Again, I love this shade, you guys. It complements my skin complexion. It doesn't wash me out at all. It is just the perfect shade. And again, this shade is called IStand. The last shade in this collection that I did purchase is called I Dare. Now this shade is a deep plum shade. Look at that. One swipe pigment, but I definitely do need to build up this shade because for me it's not quite there in my opinion. I do have to build it up. I do want to show you guys what this shade does look like. You guys are probably going to think that I'm crazy for liking this shade because it looks more of a dark black shade than a deep plum shade. I actually love this shade, you guys. I haven't had the chance to wear this shade, but I remember trying it on after I did purchase it, and I was in love with this shade, but I haven't worn it out yet. I think today is going to be the day that I will be wearing this shade out. One swipe, you don't get a lot of pigment. You do have to build it up. Here you have a closer look of all 9 of the swatches. My overall thoughts on this collection is that I really do love every shade that I did purchase. Again, I do love the formula. It lasts a really long time, but if you are eating and drinking, it is going to transfer off throughout the day. You can definitely reapply. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.